Oh, ho hum, right, Carolyn?
Ho hum.
Is it a ho hum? Thank you. Thank you, Bruce Lee.
Bruce Lee?
No, I just said it.
Mm-hmm.
Got me some more Fiji diet tea. Y'all try it's real good. This is not sponsored by Fiji either. Because I don't know if they make diet tea or not, but this is just regular Fiji water. My wife makes the best tea in this here. It's just that I can't drink straight caffeine because it's not good for me. So what she do is she makes the, what is it, Lipton? Lipton tea, just the way that she makes it, and all I do is just pour, I'm not gonna say a half, maybe a quarter of a bottle of water out, and of course I pour it in to make a tea or whatever, and I fill the rest of it with tea. And that's how I make diet tea. Just cut the bitch in half. That's all you gotta do. Ain't that right, baby?
That's right.
Just cut it in half. Cut it in half. Ooh. Mm-hmm. Mm. Oh boy. Again, God does not care about your ideologies. He don't care. He don't care. He don't care. Not at all. I gotta get these few points. December few points. We in January.
Yeah.
Ew, I better get them off of there. Yep, few points. 876 few points. Yeah! Oh, I got to the end of February to use those?
Those the 300 that you got to use by.
Okay, remaining December few points. 302. Okay, well. I was just wondering. It never ceased to amaze me at how, that's a long ass shopping list. God damn. Who is this, Walmart? Yep. That's a long ass shopping list. But the family has what? Got to eat. And eat they shall. Eat that they shall. Hey man, that was beautiful. That had me in love. Let me make sure that I got the stick by my side. Honestly. Yeah. Oh, wait a minute. Down. Make sure that I have the stick by my side. These are tea cakes. So, laying all jokes aside, it never ceased to amaze me at how many people. I should have turned up. There we go. It never ceased to amaze me at how many people who still think that the signs, Scorpio, Pisces, Leo, Libra, what else? Capricorn, Sagittarius, what else? Aquarius, all them signs. It never ceased to amaze me. And I'm not saying this because I'm trying to be mean, because there are times that I don't care about being mean towards stupid people because I don't like stupid people. But what I'm saying here tonight is out of love, because I know a few pastors, a few great preachers. A few great preachers. I'm not going to call no names because I don't want to single them out. But I know a few great preachers. So if either you against all preachers, no, I'm not. No, I'm not. No, I'm not. If I was against all preachers, I'll be against my wife. If I was against all preachers, I would be against Pastor Simmons, Commissioner Simmons. If I was against all preachers, I would be against, even though she's went home to glory, but I would have been against Pastor Betty Lewis. If I was against all preachers, I would be against Pastor Kenneth Kurtzy. And I can go on and on and on and on and on. Okay? So I know a lot of preachers that I'm not against. Period. As long as you preaching what is right and what is true and what is just, I'm fine with, hey, you ain't gonna get no gripes out of me. I ain't saying I'm anybody, but one thing about it, I don't care if I was a rock. If you rub me the wrong way, I might crush your foot. Period. So it doesn't, you know, what I'm about to say is not that I'm being mean to preachers, because, again, I know a lot of preachers who actually believe. And I'm going to prove to you that Jesus created these signs. Right here in the Bible. Even though this is Dr. Tony Evans' Bible, do you want to go get your other Bible?
I get the King James.
Yeah, let's go get the King James Version. Okay? I'm going to prove to you in the Bible that God created astrology. I'm going to prove to you in the Bible that God created these signs. I'm going to prove to you in the Bible. I should have scared her, but I'm not. I like blowing my horn. My wife thick as shit. God, wait a minute. Lord. Lord, I want to thank you. She got them steps good. Lord, I want to thank you. A skinny woman can't do nothing for me but tell me where a big woman went. Hey! Wrong answer, Jeremy. Say that again, Jeremy.
I say yes, sir.
And that ain't wrong answer. You're a damn liar. I don't like wrestling. I don't like wrestling. I had to do a little pause for a second till my baby got back. My baby got back. Come on. Come on. All right, so I'm going to prove to you, good people, that in the Bible, God created the signs. He created astrology. That's what I'm dedicating this to tonight. Okay? So give me about 40 minutes of your time. If whoever gonna listen to this in the future. Give me about, because I know I can be long-winded. But I'm a long-winded person because I like to teach and I like to prove. Okay? Because the Bible says study to show thyself approved. The Bible says study to show thyself approved. Don't forget your glasses. The Bible says she don't like to wear her doggone glasses for nothing. You making me mad with that mess. See? Always saying that. Ridiculous. Anyways, the Bible. What the hell was I talking about?
You were saying that you're gonna prove in the Bible about that.
Yes, I'm going to prove to you in the Bible that God created the signs. He created I hope I'm saying the word right. Astrology. God created all of this. He created all of this. For you to call the signs as far as Capricorn, Libra, so on and so forth, if you actually look, those signs are actually based off of animals and insects. And fish. fowls of the air, fish of the sea, and everything in between. So if I can call, I guess you call them zodiacs or whatever. Okay, so if I can call the zodiac sign evil, then I guess I'm calling a scorpion evil. I guess that's what I'm doing. Because the same God that created these signs created the scorpions. He created the fish. He created the lions. I'm going to prove to you that a while back, I had addressed this before, and I know I did. A while back, when I was growing up, my grandmother and my grandmama was a hardcore Christian. I'm still trying to get out of that word Christianity. But at the time, I said to myself, my grandmama was a hard, hey, Bubba.
Hey.
I said to myself that he turned it off. I have told her, leave the phone alone. And don't let him touch it again. My grandmama used to get these magazines. I wish I had kept one, because we still get them to this day. They just been updated. But my grandma used to get these magazines, these yellow looking magazines. She didn't have all the signs, the zodiacs, whatever. They had all the signs on it. I used to, when I would get these books out the mailbox, I used to think in my head, I'd be like, how my grandma a Christian, and she following these signs? Because my grandmama would sit there, this woman right here. Seriously, can you please stay, dumbass? This woman right here. Let me see the dishes. This woman right here. Sorry for the graininess. One day I'll get rich and man, ain't that one of these phone tablets no good. They'll start out good for a moment. But that woman that I just showed you, she would look in this magazine. I would get the magazine out the mailbox. I would say to myself, and my grandmama never knew that I said this. She never knew it. To myself. She knows now. But I would say to myself, I would say, in my head, I would say, I thought she was a Christian. Why is she following all these signs? Why is she reading this book? My grandma would take that book, and she would open it, and she would highlight certain things. My grandmama would go out into her garden. She had one of the most beautifulest gardens you ever want to see. Fields, if that you ever want to see. Okay? Because there's a difference between a field and a garden, trust me. My grandmama, trust me. I know. We had to hold the rows. I hated holding them damn boy, like this, boy. But boy, when grandma cooked them doggone butter beans, okay? Hey, my grandma would put them butter beans and them field peas and that good old okra, and get a little bit of fat back, or get some sausages and throw it in that guy. Boy, you know some good eating. I hated hoeing them rolls, but boy, when it was time to eat, I didn't hate it putting that spoon in my mouth. You can believe that. I didn't hate nothing there, bit of it. I loved it. My grandma could throw down in the kitchen, boss. Boy, I miss you, grandma. Boy, if you got good grandparents, love them. Love them. Love them. I love the song by my boy, I can't remember his name, but I love the song that he sung. He wished that grandpas never died. I wish their grandparents never died. I can't remember his name, but I love him. I love that song. I wish the price of gas was low, and cotton was high, and I wish have no closing times. And I wish the grandpas never died. I love that song. Yes, I do. But anyways, my grandmama, she would look in this book, and then she had something called the almanac.
Yep, that's it.
And she would look in that book. And so one day, I sneakingly went up under my grandma's table. My grandmama, she kept a lot of stuff in several brown bags under her kitchen table. So I sneakingly would go in there and see what I can find, you know. I was a little rogue. They used to tell me, boy, you're still sweetening out a gingerbread. I ain't bullshit, but I would go and I would look in these books. And I would see the new moon. They would have the quarter moon. They would have, I mean, man, they would have all this stuff. And I'm like, and it looked it Greek to me. Okay, it looked it Greek. I'd be like, what the? I used to look, I'd be like, I couldn't understand none of it. But I was conditioned to believe growing up that shit was of the devil. But then I would watch my grandmama, she would underline certain stuff like, okay, this is to be done under the new moon. This is the quarter moon. And grandma would go out there in the field. We would get out there and hold them rope, and her garden never not produced a harvest. She followed those books to the letter. And if any of you stinking motherfuckers on here can say she in hell, if I see, I'll slap the fuck out your ass. Period. Because one thing about that woman, one thing about Miss Hager Pinckney Mungin, you could wake her up on Saturday and 85 million times on Sunday. And she would tell you who her God is. Okay. Back here, back there, back in that back row right there, that was her field. And that was a long, this picture don't even do it justice. That was a long field. And if any of my family on here, if you look at it, you know I'm not lying. That was a long field. And I know, that's my grandpa right there. And I know for a fact, we went out there and we hold that garden. And I mean, we got down with the dirty. Okay. When grandma went to put on that old dress. Okay. And got about 2 or 3 5-gallon buckets. Went back there, boy. And you know what, boy? I hate it. She would take the dog on file because we didn't know nothing about no grinder. She would take that file with that pointy end. What the hell is the reason for that pointy end? I'll never understand that because I don't know how to. But anyway, grandma, she'll take that, she'll turn that. I said, yep, she been go out there in that garden, boy. She'll put on that old straw hat that always looked like had a sunroof in the top. And she got out there and she hold them rows. And we got out there with her. We helped her hold them rows. But she always read that book. Always. So you gonna tell me that those signs are of the devil? I was conditioned to believe, people, that those signs was of the devil. And some of you good pastors out there still believe it. But man made you believe this. God created the signs. And I can prove it to you. Well, my wife gonna prove it to you. God created the signs. God created the moon. God created the stars. God created every living thing. And for me to say that there's nothing to those things, people ask me, I say I'm a Scorpio. God has never told me, don't do that. He's never said it. And God knows, if it come down to him, my heart is always open to listen to him. But I only heard man say, they asked me, I was born 11/9/81. Oh, you a Scorpio? Yeah. And for a while, like, man, bro, no, bro, nope, that ain't me, nope. I started reading up on Scorpios one day. I just randomly, I swear to you, picked up a little thing, and I started reading it. And I can promise you, 9 out of 10 things that I read about a Scorpio is exactly me. It's my personality. You ain't got to believe it. I don't give a shit. And I started thinking one day, I said, there's something to those signs. There's something to it. Do you know what God don't want you to do? He don't want you worshiping. That's what he don't want you to do. But for me to say that I was not born under that sign, I would be lying. Because any one of you, if you get out of your holier than thou self and actually read up on that, you gonna find, if you a real motherfucker, you gonna find out for sure. That damn thing talking to man know that? No. Okay, let me ask you another thing. I forget which one of them is a snake or whatever. I forget which one of them. Do you remember which one is a snake? I know one of them is a snake. I just forget. But anyways, in the Bible days, people were doing so much evil and wicked things when Moses was around. You know what I'm talking about. I believe it was, if I'm, because I'm not that clear on it. I'm not a preacher, but something was going on that made Moses tell them to look upon the snake, upon that brass.
Yeah, when they started complaining, they was bitten by the snakes, and so it's for them to be healed. Moses made a bronze snake called Nehushtan.
Nehushtan?
Mm-hmm.
Guzumtag.
And he told them to look upon the snake and they would be healed.
And they would be healed. And was they not healed?
Yep.
Moses was a witch, huh? You better watch your mouth about Moses, I can tell you that. You better watch your mouth about Moses. God will get you straight about Moses. I tell you what you do, go ask Moses' sister. If God didn't give her the Hakasha ticket, she called Moses' wife basically a nigger. Did she not? That was basically what she called him.
Yep.
Okay, without saying nigger, but that's what she called him.
There is Ethiopia.
Yeah. Now, basically, she was racist. Moses' sister was racist. But wait a minute, God condones racism. See, y'all finna get me started, man. God condones racism. No, the fuck he don't. That's another man-made bullshit. God have never condoned racism, just like God ain't never condoned slavery. Y'all sit up here, some of y'all sit up here, and you say that the Bible contradicts itself. No, it doesn't. No, it doesn't. There's nothing, there may be some things in the Bible that you don't understand, but the Bible has never contradicted itself. Never. And those of you that is not wise enough or do not have the Holy Spirit in you enough to understand the Bible, shut your damn mouth until you can get a good understanding. Because nothing in the Bible contradicts itself. Well, Jesus was against slavery. If he was so much against slavery, y'all, you know what? I see more and more niggas. You black people, y'all exempt from this. I see more and more niggas. Let me say that again. Watch me. Read my lips. I see more and more niggas. So that so that they don't have to follow the word of God. One of the main things you dumb niggas talk about, God condones slavery. If he did not condone slavery, why did he tell the slaves, obey your masters? Jesus was not talking about Jim Crow slavery. Jesus was not talking about Bull Connor slavery. Jesus was not talking about going in and over to Africa and getting these people, put them in chains and put them. Jesus was not talking about that. You damn idiot. See, that's why you a nigga. Cause you ignorant. He's not talking about that. Not 1 minute. And as I said before, if you don't like what I say, I'm easily found. You can see me in the street anywhere. You want to catch a damn fade, I got no problem with that. I swear to God I don't. Because I'm going to stand by what I talk about. I'm not like 95% of these fuck-ass preachers who stand behind a pulpit or get on Facebook and talk shit. I'm telling you truth, and I'll tell you your damn face. And if you piss me off bad enough, I might slap the... I might... shit. Leave me alone. I told him, but look, I'm bipolar as hell. Leave me alone. I ain't bullshit, but hey, if that pistol ain't firing right, there's gonna be some shit in the city. Yeah, for real. Because I'm getting sick and damn tired of hearing this bullshit, especially from you fake ass Hebrew Israelites walking around here done went to the 5 and dime store.
Come on.
And done got some more fucked up looking gold. You done went over here to the second-hand store and done robbed these people of their goddamn leather straps and shit and wearing that bullshit around your waist, around your wrist, around your arm, and you got the audacity to call yourself an Hebrew Israelite. You don't know the struggle of a Hebrew Israelite. And you will never know the struggle, but Jesus gave you this warning. He said, since you want to go under the law, then you will be judged according to the law. You will be judged. I asked the goddamn so-called Hebrew Israelite the other motherfucking day, and I didn't bet not one eye or uncross one goddamn T. I asked him, I said, and since you a Hebrew Israelite, why ain't over there helping your brothers? He gonna tell me they ain't the real Hebrew Israelites. They from Esau. I think that's what they told me.
Yeah.
He said Esau or some bullshit.
Yeah. The Edomites.
Edomites. That's what he called them. Edomites. What? I don't see nobody around here persecuting yo dumb ass. Ain't nobody bombing you over here, but the Bible says that his people would be persecuted till the day he come back. And he was talking about walls. I don't see Muslims sending missiles over here at your punk ass, but you got the nerve to call yourself an Hebrew Israelite, but you can't stand 10 toes with the real one. I say, man, get the hell out of my face with that bullshit. And he come up to me and asked me, was I Hebrew Israelite? Do you remember why he asked me? Because of my beard. I said, your beard don't make you no Hebrew Israelite, fool. What is wrong with you? Your beard don't make you no Hebrew Israelite. No more than a pair of damn sandals make you an Hebrew Israelite. You are born a Hebrew. Oh, he ain't want to hear nothing I had to say. Oh, like he want to, bitch. Bitch. Don't try it. Please don't try it. I think we was in Kroger.
Yep, we was in Kroger.
Huh?
We were in Kroger.
It's been a while back, but anyways. Bitch, I don't care nothing about you stretching your motherfucking eyes at me. That don't matter. I'll knock your bitch ass in that goddamn meat. No, I ain't no Billy Badass, but I'm gonna do until Billy get here. Billy, where you at? Where you at, Billy? In other words, I ain't scared of not nary man God ever put on this damn earth. You gonna call yourself a Hebrew Israelite? You ain't no damn Hebrew Israelite. Where your persecution at? Why? Because you can't buy a damn pack of damn light bread? Hey, fool, you got some white folks, you got some Indian folk, you got some whatever folk that can't afford light bread these days and time. That ain't the persecution God was talking about. Get off your high horse and shut your damn mouth and go learn something. When Jesus said persecution, he was talking about death. Y'all can walk around here real easy. But take your sorry ass over there to where the real fight is going on. Go to the Muslims and tell them you a Hebrew and watch what they do to your punk ass. I'm sick of y'all with that bullshit. Them people over there dying by the goddamn thousands. Carla, help me. It is not what I came, but
I understand.
Them people over there dying by the thousands. Them goddamn babies being dismembered. Yeah, but it's this chemical that they shot over there. I forget what damn. Yeah, but you can see families picking up babies. Motherfuck you and your Hebrew Israelite. And I said that. And that go for any of you.
That's another false religion.
It's another false religion. And I meant what I said. And I stand 10 toes down on what I said. Motherfuck you. You uncircumcised dog. Motherfuck you. That's what I said. And I makes no apologies. Talking about you ain't going over there helping them because they some Edomites. So what happened to love and damn compassion?
Okay.
If I could go over there, if God so permit me to go over there, I would help them. I'm a warrior to the death of me. You better ask somebody about me.
Because the thing about it is, a true Israelite they will defend what they believe. As far as, that's why you see them over there at the Wailing Wall.
You damn right. I don't see no goddamn Wailing Wall over here in damn America. You got the nerve to call yourself a goddamn Hebrew Israelite. You talk about stolen valor. There it is.
Because that's all that's left of the temple.
That's it. There's nothing. And the reason why that they pray like that is because they waiting on the Messiah. Now, I don't give a damn when nobody don't like what I say on here. This is my damn channel. I get sick of it, Carol. I get sick of it.
There is too much false information, false religion. I mean,
I'm gonna tell you something. Wait a minute. I'm not cutting y'all. Wait a minute. You know what? I heard one of our friends say the other night, Mr. White. I heard one of our friends say the other night, say that Maurice, I don't care what you say about it, you gonna know what you get. You gonna know what you get with him. I'm too real to be fake. I don't like fake people. And I'll tell you to your face what I think of you. God ain't created a man yet to put fear in my heart. Not one man. Not one. Not one. Jesus said, why fear man? Is that not what he said?
Exactly.
Why fear man?
They can only kill the body.
I can only kill the body.
You should fear the one.
You should fear the one that can kill the soul. Excuse me, that can kill the body and destroy your soul. That's who I fear.
Exactly. Cast it into hell. That's who you should fear.
I don't care who don't listen to me. I've been doing this channel now for 15, almost 16 years. If I was doing it for the clout, I should have been stopped.
Okay, there's too many man-made ideologies. Man has put their own spin on things. And it is when it is used, because everything that God made was good and very good. Man is the one who has corrupted it. Everything that, as I just said, that God made was good and very good. Man corrupted it.
Damn right they did.
Man started using things for evil purposes. And that is what God does not like.
I don't know why I got off on that. I'm trying to unwind myself now, because that is not what I came to talk about. But I am so sick and tired of people sitting up there and calling the Bible one big contradiction. You can't prove to me not nowhere word or deed where the Bible contradicts itself. The things that Jesus said was going to come to pass before he come back. Then you already seeing them now.
And I said, we're living in it. Look at inflation. That's in the Bible.
And one thing about Mungin, you ain't never seen no team around me that should let you know something. That right there should let you know something. When you see me, I'm either with my family or I'm by myself. I don't need your bodyguardness. Well, you got a damn problem with me. Anytime, any place, any day, whatever season that there is. But if you know what's good for you, you better come talking. Come talking.
With respect.
Well, I don't care about the disrespect, because I'll give you back. Don't come swinging, because I promise you it'll be the last time you swing on any damn body. I meant what I said. I don't take back nothing that I say. You a fake race of Negro Hebrew Israelites. I said it. Them babies over there that I just watched it. What is this? It's this Clorox shit that God, I can't remember what it is. They shot this shit over there. Them babies foaming out the mouth. Agony. Agony and pain. You got the goddamn audacity to call yourself a Hebrew Israelite. Why? Because you went to the 5 and dime store and got some old fucked up ass leather bullshit and went over here to the Dollar Tree and got some damn gold. The real Hebrews like don't even dress like you. That's how come I know you a joke. The real Hebrew Israelites don't even dress like that. Now tell me if I'm lying.
No, you don't.
Goddamn uncircumcised dog. And I meant what I said. I'm sick of you. Yeah, God condoned slavery. Jesus never condoned slavery. When Jesus said, slaves, obey your masters, why don't you read a little further? What Jesus said, and masters, treat your slaves with respect. I'll let them go. But when Jesus was talking about slavery, he was not talking about the damn Jim Crow law slavery. And that is not what he was talking about. Read your Bible and stop being an ass. He was saying if you owe somebody something, if you owe them, I believe it's 7 years.
That's it. And you gotta release it.
You agree to work for them to pay off that debt. If your dumbasses would read. My God, I'm sick of these niggas.
Vinyl chloride? Is that what you're talking about?
I think it is. Vinyl chloride. To see them babies can't even breathe. I mean, you got the nerve to walk around here in your grandma damn funky ass bed sheets and put some bullshit. All y'all about is money and power. You ain't about nothing else. God forgive me. I'm hard about what I say because I'm passionate about what I talk about.
That's right.
Damn it, I'm tired. I'm not the Dr. King. I love that man to death. But I couldn't have took what he took. The first time you slapped me, mother... That man was strong. That's another thing I'm sick of you niggas with. You done started disrespecting this man. Where is the people to stand up? Where's the pastors? Y'all do old funky ass parade down here. Why don't you get your black asses on the goddamn internet? Mayors, pastors of Waycross, Georgia. These motherfuckers steady dragging Dr. King in the fucking ground. He wasn't no Christian. He wasn't there. He was a Marxist. Fuck you. You damn right he wasn't no Christian. He was better than that. And 95% of you goddamn preachers couldn't hold a candle to Dr. King. You couldn't hold a candle to him. I'm tired of it, goddammit. I'm tired of it. I done had enough. I done had enough of it. And the older I get, the more I do not care. You can't re-raise me. I'm grown. People getting on the goddamn internet calling Dr. King a damn Marxist. That man was no Marxist. We looking at a documentary right now. That man went through pure hell. And now we got, and you know what, and you know who doing it?
Black people.
Black people. Niggas!
That's what's sick. This man died so you could have the freedom that you are so enjoying today, and you got the nerve. That's the reason why you can freely go into all these universities and get all of these degrees for people like Dr. King, like Rosa Parks, like, you know, all
Malcolm X, all of them.
All of them.
Marcus Garvey.
Medgar Evers, all of them died. They put their life on the line. I don't see nobody today putting their life on the line.
You know, I told y'all a while back about a dream that I had. I don't give a shit who don't believe it. I told y'all a while back about a dream that I had. And in this dream, if you ever seen the movie, well, in this dream, I saw this man bent over. And as far as I could see, while he was bent over, he had on a black suit. He had on a black suit. I walked up to the man. Like I said, you don't have to believe me. I don't care. I know I dreamt it. I woke up crying. That hurt me. It's been a while back that I had a dream. But anyways, I walked up to the man. And I knew it was a man. You know how you know certain things in your dream. I knew it was a man, but I didn't know who this man was. I walked up to this man. he was bent over like how if you run, you might give out a breath. You got your hand on your knees, bent over, I put my hand on his back. But he was like right here, and I'm like right here. I put my hand on his back. When he raised up, I tell you no lie, it was Dr. King. It was Dr. King. He had tears streaming down his face. And it looked like he was trying to speak, but he was trying to preach. And he started pointing. Like he was just pointing here. He was just pointing. Go back to my video. You'll see I told you about this dream. But I did not understand the significance of this dream until now. And he was trying to preach. It looked like he was trying to preach because he kept pointing. And with my hand still, he was in an upright position. With my hand still on his back, I'm looking as he's pointing. And one of the first things that I saw is, God is my holy witness. One of the first things that I saw was a plane, but it looked like it was one of those planes back in the 1950s and 60s, maybe 40s. It was an old model plane. And I looked at the plane, and it was just sitting like it was on the tarmac or whatever you want to call that. Yeah. And I'm looking at this plane, right? And Dr. King is pointing he's pointing into that direction. So I'm looking, and then all of a sudden, I look down to the ground. The plane was sitting this way. It was pointing this way. I look down to the ground where you enter the plane, like one of the doors or whatever. And there was a big old, it looked like a pool, like a pool you get in. It was a big ass pool of blood. It was big. And I saw these police officers, but they wasn't today's police. They was the 1940, 50, 60 police. And I don't know whether it was a white sheet or a white tarp. A sheet and a tarp is two different things. I don't know what it was, but all I know, or maybe it was a plastic, I don't know, but all I know is that I saw this cop take the sheet or the tarp and place it over the blood. And if I'm lying, God kill me. When he placed it over the blood, I heard it sound. That's all I heard was, like, this was the sheet, right? This was the sheet. The ground opened. When it opened, it sucked the sheet down into it. But it was the sound that I was like, in my dream, I'm like, I was afraid. Because it was the sound that I heard. Okay, you remember back in the day, they had like these kerosene hose thing, like when you had kerosene heaters. Okay, well, if you remember these hose things, they had one that was a flexible end and one that was a straight end. Right. But it had like a red. You had like so you could siphon the kerosene out of the So once you get to the end, you hear like that. That's what I heard, but it was 30 times louder. And I looked. And then I looked at Dr. King, and he had tears coming down his face. I'm like, he looks at me, and then he starts pointing again. And I'm looking at where he's pointing, and if you ever seen the Stephen King movie, Langoliers, at the end of the movie, if you ever seen it, at the end of the movie, these people that survived whatever it was that came for them. They was in this terminal. But they had to stand upside a wall to wait for the past or the future to catch up to them. As they were standing there, you started seeing blurs of people just walking by them. Everybody was coming back into focus. That's the only way that I can describe what I saw. That's the only way I can describe what I saw. As Dr. King was pointing, it was modern day people. These people was not back into the 1960s. These people was not 1930, 1940, 1970, 1980. They was today's people. They was walking past him. They would look at him, roll their eyes, and walk past him. And every person that walked past Dr. K, he just started crying more. When I woke up, I said, because I told you, I said, God, why did you give me this dream? What is going on? I did not know what was about to happen. Now they trashing him. Now they trashing him. If anybody's saying anything on here, my comment section is turned off. So please forgive me. But I had that dream. I thank whoever for listening. Yep. I had that dream.
Yep. And God was warning that this is exactly what they doing now.
Exactly, but I did not understand, dude. I have searched YouTube video after video after video after video. These black niggas, these black nigga preachers, trashing this man. All I can do, the other night I sat up on my bed and cried. I swear to God I did. I said, Lord, I'm sick of this shit. Why these niggas got to do this? That man gave his life.
Yes, he did. Yes, he did. Yes, he did.
I don't give a fuck what you say about me. He gave his life. He gave his life for your black ass. You won't even respect that. Video after video, you call him a Marxist, Vody Bakken with your ugly, fat face, ugly ass. Who the hell gives a fuck about your judo? Motherfucker, you couldn't hold a damn candle to me. You don't even understand. You don't even understand. I may be 5'9", but boy, look here, I dance with the best of them. That's you. His punk ass always trying to cite his judo. Every time you, I told you on my judo acting up. Who you scared of, nigga? You keep saying that shit.
Okay.
Who the fuck you scared of? Nobody gives a fuck about your damn judo. You your ass up out of here, bitch. That's what you do. He get his ass up on there with that crippled motherfucking white boy, Justin Peterson, whatever the fuck his name is, cripple ass. You gonna die and go to hell just like that. You dumb bitch. You racist motherfucking cracker. Now that's what I call a redneck honky. Guess what? There is white folks, and then there's crackers. That's a cracker. There's niggas, and there's black people. Vody Bakken is a nigga. That's a nigga. Y'all getting up there, and it's always y'all so-called preachers that's doing it. Exactly. Instead of you taking your platform and telling people, I will not trash that man.
Exactly.
He never spoke about Jesus. Oh, you stupid.
That's all
that man talked about was God.
Exactly. Why don't you talk about these so-called preachers today that don't talk about God? They don't even come from the Bible no more. They got their own books.
That's why I say, Lord, I thank you I ain't no preacher. Because I ain't got to watch my language. Guess what? I'm going to shoot it to you from the hip. And don't care how you feel. Turn me off. I don't give a flip fuck. I don't care. I don't care. But one day you're going to wish you had listened to the truth.
Exactly. So that's the thing. As the Bible says, men love darkness. They don't want to hear the truth because they would rather live in darkness.
And you know what, baby? I thank God up above. I thank God up above that I don't have friends. I do. I thank Him. Because I ain't got to please nobody. Jesus Himself was friendless. I thank God that I don't have friends. Or people that I got to impress and please. Lord, I thank You. Because I can speak freely. And even if I did have a friend or two or three or four, I'm going to still speak freely.
A true friend wouldn't get upset.
A true friend would not get upset. There, I know where you're coming from.
Exactly.
Y'all allowing these nigger preachers to drag Dr. King's name straight into hell. Oh, but thank You, Jesus. When He closed His eyes on this side, Jesus said, welcome home, thou good and faithful servant. Do you know, I don't know too many people who gonna get all the crowns. But I know Dr. King gonna get every last one of them. And you know what? It's well deserved. He was martyred. Go ahead.
He was martyred. So
let me calm down.
He was martyred, so he gets the crown of life.
Carolyn, you're not talking to me. You talking to whoever.
Dr. King was martyred, so he gets the crown of life. He was a pastor, so he gets the crown of glory. He was a follower of Jesus Christ, so he gets the crown of righteousness. And he looked forward to Christ's return, so he gets the crown of rejoicing.
So he gets all of them. He gets every last one of them. Hey, but you know what? I've said it before. You know what crown I don't see? The crown for Christianity. I don't see that crown nowhere. There is no such crown. Why y'all wasting your time talking about this man wasn't no Christian? You should check your own life. Because your car about to run out of gas. Watch your mouth. When you talk about God's chosen people. That man didn't die coming out of some woman's house like some of you so-called preachers, even right here in Waycross, Georgia. Get up there Sunday after Sunday and Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and twice on Saturday. You coming out of another man's house doing it with his wife. Some of you involved in threesomes. Oh, yes, I know. Some of your horse mouth wives around here running the house.
Come on. Shot in the pulpit by a jealous lover.
He wasn't shot coming out of somebody's house. He wasn't put in jail for molesting some child. I love that man. God gave that man to us. You wicked ass. You ain't got nothing to say about that man. A Marxist. Somebody should mark your ass.
That man died, went to help sanitation.
That man died. And what make it so bad? This was the... Jesus. This was the messed up part about it. This is what I just learned about it. And I don't know if you heard about it, Jasmine, or whatever, or Carolyn, but this what, because ever since I've been hearing these niggas bash this man, I've been doing some research. And you know what I found? And it made me cry. It hurt me. It hurt me. You know what I found out? They tricked Dr. King. They tricked him to get him to Memphis. They tricked him to get him there. They deliberately killed those two men.
I read that.
Oh, did you read that? Yes, they tricked him to get there. So how can you tell me
that this man was not following God? How can you tell me that? Jesus said no greater love than this. My God. Then a man should lay down his life for his friends. No greater love than this. I'm so sorry, Mr. King. I'm so sorry, Dr. King. This is not the legacy you left behind. This is not your legacy. I don't give a fuck if it costs me my life. I will stand for Christ, and I will stand for what Dr. King believed in. I ain't some goddamn fly-by-night wannabe. I'm real about mine, and I've been real about it from day one. They tricked that man to get to Memphis. They tricked him because they knew his heart. So God damn you. That's our problem today. We done lost our zeal. We done lost our flair for the truth. They tricked that man to get to Memphis. They tricked him to get there. And you know what was said? Dr. King knew it. Oh, yes, ma'am, he did. Dr. King knew that he was going to die. He knew it. His babies knew it. The day that he left his house, the children jumped on the doggone car and begged him not to leave. They knew it.
Several people tried to talk him out of going, but he said,
Andrew Young tried to talk him out of going. Every time my man Andrew Young talks about him, he can't help but cry. And God bless you, Mr. Young.
He said he had to go. He was compelled.
That's what he said. I got to go.
You know,
because I could not call myself a man of God. This was his words. I could not call myself a man of God if I don't help those in need. Even at his own funeral. They telling me, say, don't talk too long. Don't talk about these awards. I don't care nothing about that. But if I could just do God's will.
My Lord.
If I could just help a brother in need. If I could do what the master told. Fuck you! How dare you say that man was not a man of God? You can say I'm not a man of God, but that man was dedicated to Jesus. Many times he wanted to quit. He's got a sermon at midnight. Listen to it, fool. The knock at midnight.
No man.
I'm sick of it.
Could have withstood what he withstood if the Holy Spirit wasn't keeping him.
He said sometimes 20 to 30 phone calls. Nigga, mother, you only gonna call my phone once. I'm gonna find out where you live. If you ever threaten me.
House being bombed. Worried about the safety of his children.
Even my man Malcolm X had to say he was wrong for what he said about King. And he started working closely with King. Wasn't because he was trying to turn Dr. King into a Muslim. No. Dr. King was not converting into a Muslim. He was not doing it. Malcolm X offered Dr. King security. He told the sick white brothers of that time, Dr. King is coming through. And whatever force that you meet him with, whatever force, I'm going to double that and meet you back with it. But you going to let this man through. Malcolm X holds a place in my heart. I love Malcolm X, and I hope that he accepted Jesus Christ as he was on that floor. I pray that God revealed himself to Malcolm X before he took his last breath, because that brother was a genuine brother. I love Malcolm X because of his integrity. He didn't shuck or jive with you. I'm about truth. I'm not about lies. But Dr. King, in one of his sermons, why don't you pick up one and listen to the brother? Dr. King, in one of his sermons, said he had been receiving several threatening phone calls, and he took them, and they done threatened me over here. They done said that, all right. They used to get to him, he said, but not no. He said, but one phone call that he got. My God, thank you. I just thought about this. It's like I can hear Dr. King now. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I swear to God, like I can hear Dr. King now. He said sometime, listen to this, listen to this. Dr. King was a true prophet. Listen to this. He said sometimes I get discouraged. Persecution from white people and even from Negroes. What they doing now.
Exactly.
He said sometimes I feel my works in vain. He said, but then the Holy Spirit comes and revives my soul again. There is a balm in Gideon. It's a balm to make the wounded whole.
Yes.
That man never turned his back on Jesus. If he had your black ass right now would have still been up under Jim Crow law.
Come on.
You stupid son of a stupid bitch. I wouldn't walk down the street for damn near any of you. None of you. Some of you. I can't say that about every black person, but I wouldn't. No. Because no matter what you do for black people, it ain't never gonna be enough. Excuse me, y'all. No matter what you do for a nigga, it ain't never gonna be enough. Black people, they know what to say. Appreciate that. A nigga always got his hand out.
Always got something to say.
And always got something to say. And if you don't like what my wife said, bitch, the best thing you better do is bring the noise to me. Because you ever touch my wife, I done told you, she ain't Coretta Scott King, and I'm not Dr. King. I done told you. My bipolar is for real. Send your bitch ass down through there. And I mean that. That's why I do most of the talking. You got a lot of fuck niggas. I can get real ignorant too. Real ignorant. Real quick. I don't bother not nobody. I speak my truth. You don't like my truth? Put some goddamn tampons in your ears. And shut your damn mouth. You will never shut me up. I know my First Amendment.
Satan tried that. That didn't work.
It didn't work. He tried to kill me, put me in the hospital. That still didn't work. Dr. King said even from Negroes, I get discouraged. Even from Negroes. His words out of his own mouth. Even from Negroes, I get discouraged. Dr. King, I am so sorry what these niggas are doing and saying about you. You was not caught coming out of nobody's house Then they want to bring up old bitch ass Jerry Falwell. Stank motherfucker. That's why your shit flopped too. Old bitch ass Jerry motherfucking Falwell. Stank piece of shit. Why we got to have a Martin Luther King Day. Motherfucker! And they steady trying to take it. I'm sorry, Dr. King. You did your best down here. And I know you couldn't have seen this coming.
As long as it took them to get his monument up in Washington, now they got people that want to take it down.
Yeah.
It took years. Decades.
And I ain't got nothing to say about my man, Abraham Lincoln. I got nothing bad to say about that man. But it didn't take them that long to put up Abraham Lincoln's statue. It took hell and high water to put up Dr. King's statue.
Exactly.
And I'm not praising the statue. I'm just saying. Give honor where honor is due. That man didn't bother nobody. All he did was made it possible for black people and niggas to have equal opportunity. I wish they had a damn application. If you a nigga, sign right here. Cause you ain't going enough.
Black folks allowed.
No. Wait a minute. They'll get past cause they gonna put you through one test. They're gonna ask you one certain question. It's gonna be whatever question that they deem. If you a nigga, no. If sign right here. Are you black? Let me ask you this question. Blase. He black. No. Niggas, no. You not allowed. I wish they had a damn application. Cause some niggas don't even need to be free. This is what y'all doing to this man. This is what y'all doing to this man. That man ain't did nothing to y'all. They tricked him to get to Memphis. Yep. I believe it was Memphis. Mm-hmm. I don't know why I keep wanting to think about Alabama. They tricked him to get to Memphis. And I'm still gonna make that pilgrimage to the Lorraine. I should have did it while I was there, but we was a couple hours away?
It was 2 hours away.
Yeah, but I still should have made that pilgrimage while we was in Nashville. But anyways, I will, Dr. King, I promise you I will, because I want to stand in that spot where he stood. I honor that man. No, I don't put Dr. King before Jesus Christ. No, I do not. But I honor that man. I honor him and what he stood for and the things that he did for us.
That's what made it so sad about what them police officers did to that boy in Memphis. Because it wasn't too far from there.
Yep. You talking about them black cops?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Niggas. Niggas come in all shapes and sizes. And they wear all type of hats. Niggas. Not black people. Niggas. You beat one of your own. Beat him down to nothing. All of y'all was niggas. That is not what Dr. King was about.
Didn't he have enough of being beat on by police officers?
Slowly but surely, y'all trying to tarnish this man's legacy. It ain't nothing but pure evil. Pure evil coming out of the nigger community. Not black people. Black people, y'all exempt. Coming out of the nigger community. Again, that man was not shot and killed coming out of back door of another man's home after plowing the field with his wife. He wasn't shot and killed coming out of a store after robbing it, as some of you damn niggas have been. He wasn't shot and killed trying to rob somebody jacking for their car. You motherfuckers. That man was simply shot and killed because he came to Memphis to help sanitation workers. And y'all got the audacity. And then he was tricked to get them. They meant to kill them men. They meant to do it. Because they said that the men fell asleep in the truck.
No, they didn't.
No, they didn't.
No, they didn't.
But niggas ain't gonna believe that. So, shh.
Dr. King was planning his next march on Washington.
Exactly. Because they knew that Bobby Kennedy was gonna name Dr. Martin Luther King as his vice president.
Yep.
And they couldn't have that.
They killed King in April, and 2 months later they killed Bobby.
They killed Bobby Kennedy. But King already knew when they killed John F. Kennedy. Yep. He told his wife, if they can't protect the president from getting murdered, I'm next. They can't protect me. So why live in fear? I ask myself the same thing. Why live in fear? I don't fear not nary man that God ever created. But when you step to me, understand, I'm not Dr. King. I hit back and I shoot back. And I'm damn good with both. So be sure that you know what you're doing. Be sure. Be sure. Because I can promise you I ain't all mouth. I back up any goddamn thing I say. And don't ever try to touch my family. Don't ever do it. Because as long as God got breath in my body, I'll die and go to prison behind my family. And I meant that. I just don't like what they're doing. But anyways, why I went there, I don't know. But damn it, I had to get it off my chest. The Bible does not contradict itself. Again, when Jesus was talking about slaves, when he said, masters, be good to your slaves, he was not talking about the Jim Crow, the Bull Connor slaves. What he was saying is that if you owe, like if I owe Carolyn something, back in those days, agree to work, however long the debt is, agree to work for her for 7 years to pay off that debt. Working for anybody makes you a slave. Y'all, most of y'all in the workforce today talk about it. Man, they slave driving me out there. Oh, man. Man, I'll be slaving in that hot sun. Man, god dang. I'm getting that paycheck, though. But I'll be slaving. Y'all talk about it all the time. This is what Jesus was talking about. When you work for anybody, you are that person's slave for that time being. Yeah, you fine.
Most people slave to their credit card.
Calvin, excuse me. Maybe that was God will saying, now calm down now. I ain't know I had done did. That was silent though. My ass was on mute. My bad. God damn. Okay, what the hell I had to eat? Shit. Get some of that El Taco in the
Popping them 4 sausage biscuits.
I don't know. I doubt with sausage biscuits. I'm sorry, biscuits. But anyway, God was not talking about the Jim Crow slaves, the bull connors, he was not talking about that. Not at all. That's why he said, slave masters, be good to your slaves. Treat them with respect. If Jesus was talking about the bull connor, do you think them motherfuckers, are you stupid or something? Jesus was not talking about that. Not at all. Not at all. He was saying if you owe somebody something, agree to work for them. When I had people doing
The work in the studio?
yes, the work in the studio, they agreed to do work for me as, if you will, a slave. But what did I do? I did what the Bible told me to do. The Bible says do what? Be nice to them. What did I do? I fixed them food. I kept them with drinks. And then I paid them. And I sent them on their way. Do you know, since y'all were talking about the Bible contradicting itself, do you know even when Jesus talked about slaves, he said, but once the 7 years is up, slave masters, do not send your slave out with nothing.
That's right.
Because they have forsaken everything to work for you. Do you know Jesus' 12 disciples was his slaves? Did you know that? When Jesus left this earth, he gave each of them payment for what they had done. You don't believe that? Well, I guess you better read about Peter. Peter, his business wasn't even flourishing like that. Not at all. And Peter was a fisherman. When Peter went back to his job, he had all type of business. He had all type of business. Boats here, ships here, ships, they had everything. But they agreed to follow Jesus. These are the slaves Jesus talking about. These are the slaves. He's not talking about Jim Crow. He's not talking about Pharaoh. He's not talking about that. And please, well, didn't Jesus drown the Pharaoh army? Cause they were chasing them. Yeah, dumbass, Christ did drown Pharaoh's army. Jesus deliberately allowed Pharaoh's heart to be hardened. Because Pharaoh already had a hard heart. Dummy. He already had a hard heart. And then furthermore, see, those are different type of slaves that y'all want to talk about. Those are different type of slaves. There's always repercussions behind what you done. Do you think Jesus was just going to allow his people to cross the Red Sea and he was just going to forget all about it? No. Jesus became judge, jury, and executioner. But why he killed him? Because Pharaoh was killing his people. Dumbass. God already knew that Pharaoh was not. See, people want to talk about the minorities, but if it wasn't for the minorities, this world would not run. Not at all. Donald Trump want to talk about send back the immigrant, but if it wasn't for the immigrant working out them damn fields, y'all wouldn't have no damn blueberries. You wouldn't have a damn thing. Nothing. Because Americans ain't finna go out there. I damn sure ain't finna go out there and pick no damn blue. I ain't finna do it.
Okay.
To me, that's like picking cotton. I ain't never picked cotton a day in my damn life, and I ain't gonna start either. No, sir. I'll pick your damn cotton. You can believe that. Right out your wife's ass. What happened? What happened? She picking my cotton too.
Oh, goodness gracious. Let us pray.
She will be praying. Touch me, Lord.
Yes, Lord, touch him.
That's what she gonna be saying. Touch me, Lord Jesus. You believe that?
God had no mercy.
There had to be repercussions for what Pharaoh did. I'm ending it. Once I go back to this there had to be repercussions for what Pharaoh did. It's the same thing. It's the same thing as these females, or this female, that was captured and they was held for X amount of years. Some black dude was walking along one day minding his own business. Next thing he know, he heard somebody screaming, help, help. They have been looking for this young lady for over, I think, 20-something years or whatever. It was on the news. So the police were just going to rescue her and not give that bastard repercussions for kidnapping her, impregnating her. Are you stupid? And then they killed his ass in prison, for what I heard. I think of that black man as Moses. That man kept her as a slave. See, the Jim Crow motherfuckers and the Bull Connors, they kept black people as slaves, Indians too, and they would rape their women. That's not the type of slave Jesus talking about. Jesus will be out of his ever-loving mind. And I say this with the utmost respect. Jesus will be out of his ever-loving mind to tell me, if I was kidnapped by somebody, to tell me to respect my slave master. Think about that before y'all talking about the Bible contradicting itself. Jesus was not talking about that. He was not talking about that. But y'all trying to make it be. That's what he wouldn't know he wasn't. Read your damn Bible, fools. Read your Bible. That man kidnapped that woman. Held that woman for years and years. He raped her, impregnated her, did whatever he wanted to do because she was his sex slave. Sex slave. He did whatever he wanted to do. There wasn't going to be no repercussions behind that. If you owe me something and you don't have no money to pay me, I done did something big for you, but you don't have no money to pay me back, then what's the best thing that, well, man, let me work it off. Okay, well, you can cut the grass, or, you can wash my car, or you can fix this, or whatever. You working off that debt. That's a slave. A slave don't mean, listen, being a slave is not a bad word. That's how man deems it. That's bad. No, it's not. Because even while you out there working for me, working in the yard, doing whatever, I'm still supposed to be nice to you, give you food, give you drink. And however long that you done work for me, once you paid off that debt or whatever, I'm still not supposed to send you home with nothing. The Bible tells you don't do that. I've sent you home with food. I've sent you home with something. See, these damn coats that tell you to pick up sticks and move on their compounds. And I'm not talking about David Koresh either. I'm talking about Pastor Dear Leader Dowds. Motherfucking monkeys like him, Jim Jones. They tell you to pick up sticks and move at the heaven's gate. They tell you to pick up sticks and move there. And then if you want to leave, they don't, because y'all slaves. Y'all, they're slaves. That's slave. That's my so-called Pastor Dowds is a slave master. Many people have left his damn straight way, fucked up ass truth. And you know what he do? He don't give you shit. Nothing. I can play stories for you, but I'm not, because time and present. But I can play stories for you people that talked about this shit. They leave his compound with nothing. They done signed over their houses. They done signed over their houses. They done signed over their money. That's all he want. Ain't got the nerve to walk around, y'all, look what I got. Motherfucker, you ain't got shit. Them people paid for that. So there are several different types of slaves, y'all. When Jesus said, again, and I'm done with it, when Jesus said, slaves, honor thy master, and masters, treat your slave with respect as they work off their debt, he's talking about people like me. If Carolyn is my master and I'm working off a debt for her, he's telling her, do not treat him nasty. For with integrity, he has agreed to work off that debt that he owes, or vice versa. That's what he's saying. Now, I'm done with it. You can believe what the fuck you want to believe, but I've explained that. Now, these signs, and this is it. These signs. Are you ready to prove it?
Yes.
That there is a lot to these signs. A lot. Man, before you do it, because once you read, I'll be done. Man made these signs evil. Man did this. Ain't today Monday? Mm-hmm. You saw he ain't got off his sorry ass. Mm-hmm. Every time there's bills to be paid. Sorry, bitch. Huh?
I was asking Lion what he was doing. That went over there by his toys.
Oh. Man made these signs evil. They told y'all it was evil. From a child on up, they was telling y'all that was evil. Now when you say, hey man, you a Scorpio, ain't it, man? Yeah. No, I ain't no Scorpio. No, wait a minute now. Wait a minute. I ain't no Scorpio. I ain't no Scorpio. It's a Scorpio, fool. No, it's a Scorpio. You all ready to say no? No. Ain't nobody asked you if you worship them signs. Nobody. Period. Man made that evil. You know what else man is turning evil before I let my wife read. You know what else man is turning evil, and watch in a few years' time. Mark my words. You're going to see good, well-to-do preachers. You're going to see good pastors, people that mean well, their heart is right. You're going to see good preachers telling you, don't put that in my church because it's evil. What the devil is doing, he trying to take everything that God created good and turn it evil in your own heads. In a few years' time, watch what I tell you. Mark my words. You won't see good preachers, good-hearted preachers. They won't be having the rainbow in their church. They little kids' room, they like to paint rainbows over there. They won't be having rainbows in there no more. They won't be able to read Reading Rainbow by Lamar Burton. Why? Because it's evil. No, it's not. You making the evil in your own head because man telling you that it's evil. No, don't. Even a damn rainbow air freshener. You know, something that y'all used to buy 1 year and now the next year you don't see it in your car no more, no matter how good it smells. No, don't put that in my car. Don't put it in my car. Why, it's a rainbow? Okay, so what? It's evil. The next thing that you gonna know, every time it rains, you won't go outside. Why is that? If the rainbow come out, it's evil. We better stay inside today, honey, because that rainbow evil up there. Never mind what God said. Never mind that God created the rainbow. You see how we let the world, well, I ain't doing it. You see how you let the world tell you, you letting the devil tell you what's evil. Stupid as I don't know what. You letting the devil tell you what's evil. And that's the devil's job, to take everything that God created good and turn it evil. Why you can't understand that the devil is doing this? Why you can't understand that? It's the devil that's doing this. It's not God. It's not God. It's the devil that's doing this. He putting it in your head. That's evil. It's a sign. No, it's not. Jesus said, I created everything. And when I created everything good and very good. You got people walking around talking about the pig is evil. I ain't eat no pork today. I can't eat pork because the blood pressure runs in my family. And plus, I just don't like the way it tastes. Other than that, it ain't because it's evil. I just don't like it. The pork is not evil. The Boston butter ain't evil. I eat pork ribs. It's just certain type of pork. Let me put it like this. It's just certain type of pork I won't eat. But the pork ain't evil. Matter of fact, here shortly, I'll be going to Shoney's. Get me some good old baby back ribs. Y'all allowing the world to tell you what's evil. Why don't you hit the world back how hard they hitting you? Why you can't do that? Why you can't do that? Why you got to accept every damn thing? Aren't you a leader in the church? Now you gonna try to hide from the dang on rainbow like Dracula hides from the sun. Man, what the hell wrong with you? You don't see that rainbow up there? But you don't see that rainbow? It's evil. Say it again.
I said they won't even eat Skittles.
Won't even go get a big bag of damn Skittles because it's got a rainbow on it. It's evil. And Satan sitting back laughing at y'all ass. Sitting back having a good old time. A coup d'etat. Because he know you're stupid. Jesus sitting back talking about why? Man can't turn nothing that God has made for good. So them signs, man turned that evil, not God. Go on and read, baby. Make sure you explain what you're reading.
First,
turn this down.
The first scripture I want to read is Genesis chapter 1 with verse 14. And God said, let there be lights in the firmament of the heaven to divide the day from the night, and let them be for signs and for seasons and for days and years. And let them be for lights in the firmament of the heaven to give light upon the earth. And it was so. And God made two great lights, the greater light to rule the day, which was the sun, and the lesser light to rule the night, which was the moon. And he made the stars also. So right here, this is telling you, in the beginning, God made. He made the sun, he made the moon, and he made the stars. Now let's go over to Job chapter 38, verse 31, starting with verse 31. Can thou bind the sweet influences of Pleiades, or loose the bands of Orion? Let me read this in, that was the King James Version. I'm going to read this from my Dr. Tony Evans Study Bible so you can understand what it was saying.
You know, I almost drunk this whole bottle. God!
It says, can you fasten the chains of the Pleiades or loosen the belt of Orion? Can you bring out the constellations in their season?
You got to explain what you're talking about, Carol.
I am.
Everybody on here, they don't have no master's or bachelor's, whatever degree like you.
I am. Once I finish, again, this is Job chapter 38. I'm reading verses 31 and 32. Can you fasten the chains of the Pleiades or loosen the belt of Orion? Can you bring out the constellations in their season and lead the bear and her cubs? The Pleiades and Orion are names of constellations in the sky, along with the zodiac signs, the Libra, the Scorpio, the Capricorn. These are all constellations that come right here. God is asking Job. He was basically telling Job he is the one that created this. He made this. The bear, as we know, there is the sign of the bear that's in the stars. This is all signs that God made. He gave them their names.
Yep. He
is the one that named the star. He says, in chapter 36, he says, "Where were you when the morning stars sang?" These were all names that God gave them. He named each star. God knows each star by name.
That's right.
What man has done is corrupted this.
Yep.
What God does not want, he does not want you to use the stars as a way to tell your future.
Exactly.
That's what he condemns.
Exactly.
And the last scripture that I'm going to read is from Amos chapter 5.
And no, it's not Amos and Andy.
Again, he says, "Seeks him that makes the stars and Orion."
Say it again.
"Seek him that makes the stars and Orion, and turns the shadow of death into morning, and make the day dark with night, and calls for the waters of the sea. The Lord is his name."
The Lord is his name.
Again, he makes the stars. God does not, I'm going back to what Maurice said earlier about there's something to these signs.
It is.
And when I was in here, as he was talking, because he had asked me earlier about Capricorn, which is my sign.
Yep.
And it says that Capricorns seeks the needs of others.
Yep. And she damn sure do that. I swear to God, she do that. Sometimes she get on my damn nerves with that, though. For real talk.
Capricorns are compassionate. Capricorns are loyal. And it says, one of the things that it says about a Scorpio and a Capricorn is that Capricorns are good mates for Scorpios, because Capricorns are the only one that will understand a Scorpio.
Damn. And I say damn because I never heard that. That's number one. So that's what you were talking about when you was saying to yourself, that's what I was wondering, you like talking to her.
No, I remember what the Lord said.
If you let me finish it, I'll tell you. Okay. Everybody knows that. Well, a lot of people know that I'm bipolar. Period. That's just how I was born. My son is autistic. Period. Okay. It is what it is. So everybody knows that I have lows, and then I can shoot all the way high. But my lows are just like my highs, okay? Everybody knows that, but people that know me, that I'll snap on your ass in a heartbeat, and then the next thing you know, I'm like, "Hey, you want something to drink?" Everybody knows that, but people pick at that. The country singer Brad Paisley's wife, what's her name again?
I don't know.
Nicole something.
No, that's not Brad Paisley's wife. She's married to somebody else.
Well, Brad Paisley, I know her name. I just can't call. But anyway, Brad Paisley's wife. The fuck is that?
Sound like one of them planes.
Brad Paisley's wife. She is bipolar. The song "Perfect Storm." That girl right there's he wrote that about his wife. People were on his page picking at his wife. I took that to heart. Because all he's saying is that the highs match the lows. Mm-hmm. She someday she driving the high speed chase. She's a single barrel bourbon on ice. Yeah. A kick in the smoke, whatever, chilling the burn all at the same time. He's not talking about a drink. He's talking about how bipolar she is. That's how I am. Period. 1 minute and that's why I basically, and you know this, y'all know this, I stay to myself. When I'm here at the house, they'll tell you, I stay to myself. I'm in my little man cave, whatever you want to call it. Hey, I'm to myself. That's the God-given truth. Why? Because especially if I feel like I'm finna go low, and you don't know what's wrong with you. And this ain't no violent niggas. I don't need nobody's sympathy.
but you don't know what's wrong with you. It's just there. And you be done snapped on somebody for what? And people like us, we don't have no fear. We don't. We don't know fear. You ain't got to believe it. I don't give a shit. I know for a fact. Well, I'll say me. I have no fear of nobody. I have no fear of death. I have no fear of man. You don't scare me. It's weird, but it is what it is. And I don't know if that's got something to do with my sign or my body. I don't know. But I have no fear. I'm going to tell you the truth to your face. You don't like it, we can duke it out. Whatever, how you want to talk. Whatever, how you want to do it. Period. I'll be your best friend all day long. I'll feed you, clothe you, make sure you have whatever that you need. But don't get on my bad side. Because once you do that, that's all I can say to you. And I'm not bragging or none of that. Anybody that's been around me, they'll tell you that's exactly how he is. Period. I ain't trying to scare nobody. I don't scare nobody. Don't want to scare nobody. I'm just letting you know that's how I am. Like I said, I don't know. It's got to do something with my sign, which I know it's got to have a lot to do with my sign, but I don't know. Also, it got something to do with my bipolar. Okay, so I have been with a lot of females. Okay, I have. I'm not proud of that. I'm turning down. Even to this day, and I'm not being real. Because I talk to you about, well, I tell you about, like, look, man, shawty over there, woo. I just had a female a while back that take off her clothes right there in front of my face. No, shawty. Can't do it. Can't do it. Why? I got a wife. That's why I can't do it. Damn, you done changed a whole lot. A whole lot. But I have been with a lot of females. They have never understood me. Never. The first thing they call me is crazy. My wife and I, we done been together with 18 years. Going on 18 years. Do you know she's never called me crazy? Never. You know what she said to me? When we first met, it was hell. I was hell. She would sit there on the bed after I done had a meltdown or whatever. She would sit there and say, I understand. Like, what the fuck? What? You understand? I didn't understand why she was understanding what I was doing. And then the Lord spoke up years down the road and said, I put you two together for that reason. Because she the only one that understands you. Nobody else will. They'll call you crazy. And a lot of y'all, even though I haven't even been with you, I ain't never been to bed with you, I ain't never took you out to dinner, ain't never done that. A lot of y'all still call me crazy. That's funny. But you the one that's crazy because you can't understand who I am. You can't understand it. Period. You crazy. Okay, well, call whatever the fuck you want to call me. If I was so crazy, why you show up to my house? What'd you say, Jasmine? Go ahead. Because I'm finna come in. If I was so crazy, why you show up at my house? Why? If I'm so crazy, why you call my phone sometimes and ask me for money? And I'm talking directly to certain people. They look at some of my stuff. They probably look at this too. It don't matter. Why you ask me for money? I'm so crazy. Yeah. If I'm so crazy, why you ask me to watch your children? I wouldn't trust nobody around my children but you because I know you going to beat some ass or somebody. Why you do that? I'm so crazy. Wow. I'm so crazy. Why you leave your wife around us? I'm not going to say me because I don't want to put, I'm just saying, why? Why you even hang around me sometimes? Why? I'm crazy. I'm crazy.
if I'm so crazy, you allowing these things to take place, then that wouldn't that make you crazy? I ain't never snapped on somebody that didn't have it coming. I'm the type of person I would give you chance after chance after chance after chance. God knows I will. When your chance have ran out, that's it for you. I'ma snap on your ass. I don't care. You can beat my ass, I beat your ass, but one thing you gonna understand, Mungeon don't back down. I'ma snap on your ass. And I'm gonna snap on you hard, period. Because I know my loyalty. My family, I will give up my life for. My wife, my son, my family, I will give up my life for. The people that I consider my friends, if they consider, I will give up my life for you. No problem. No questions asked. No questions asked. It doesn't matter to me. Period. But off of that, stop saying these signs are evil, because they're not. Man made them evil. But like I said, watch. In a few years, I used to go inside churches. I mean, I haven't been to church in a long time. I stopped going to church. But when I used to go inside some of these churches, you would see like these little puffy cloud with these rainbow things in the, I guarantee you, they ain't in there no more. In other words, Satan is trying his best. Little bit by little bit. Little bit by little bit. Little bit by little bit to make God evil to you. Think about it. First, he gonna start with what he created. Oh, Satan slick. But you got me here to tell you that's a damn lie. Little bit by little bit. He inching his way to try to make God seem evil to you, because he only know he has a short time.
Exactly.
And what's the first thing that he gonna try to do? Turn everything that Christ created evil. But if God made that, then he must be evil. Let's follow Satan. Ha, got your dumb ass. And God, like, this is not the case. Think about that, people. Please think about that. Please think about that. Satan is trying his best to turn Christ evil. Christ says, woe be unto them who call good evil and evil good. Woe be unto you. Wake up, people. Recognize Satan's devices. Please. Recognize Satan's devices. I don't get on here because I want to be popular. I don't get on here because I want to be seen. I'm clout chasing. If that was the case, I should have been on. Nobody, I mean, one or two people come on, then they leave. I appreciate going on, but I don't know. That's not what I do. That's not what I do. All I'm trying to do is tell you the truth. Because when God closed my eyes in death, I don't want to have to stand before him and he asks me, why didn't you speak the truth? Because I was afraid. Because it would have been evil for me to speak the truth. I'm just trying to tell you the truth. To the black people, I love you. To you niggas, go to hell. To the white folks, I love you. To you crackers, go to hell. Real talk. Go to hell. Go to hell. Because I'm sick of it. I'm sick of y'all dragging Dr. King. I'm sick of it. I'm sick of it. You got anything else? All right. Well, I meant what I said. I takes back nothing that I said. And please, oh, you racist. I can't be racist. There's no way I can be racist. None. If you see my mama, you understand. I can't be racist. But I'm going to say what I need to say. And anytime anybody get up on there and bash Dr. King, like I've been hearing for the past few months now, ever since last year. But the main ones that's doing it, I mean, I've seen some goddamn honkies get there at Justin Peters. Yeah, you want them, you crippled bitch. You just mad because God didn't want to heal your crippled ass. Now you going around telling people that God don't heal people. You a damn lie. You crippled bastard.
You stank ass honky. You just a no good bitch. You ain't shit. And in hell, you gonna open up your eyes too. Now you saying that Dr. King was a liar, he was this, he was that. Wow. Voted Bottom, you damn nigga. You a house nigga and a porch nigga. You just an all-around nigga. Damn. Just an all-around nigga.
And how they stand with John MacArthur on anything?
John MacArthur, you another honky. You another stank ass, silly ass cracker. You another one. You ain't shit. You ain't, all y'all in this big melting pot. Man, what the hell do you know? Because every time you see John MacArthur, how long you been knowing about John MacArthur?
I mean, I first
seriously, because every time that this damn thing falling up in. Anyway, what now?
I first heard of John MacArthur probably like when I was in high school or whatever. And
oh, so you been hearing about him?
But
what I was saying that I just started learning about John MacArthur.
No, I honestly thought that well, like I say, back I was in high school, teenager. I always thought that that he was a man of God. So
did I.
The MacArthur's Bible, the commentary, all of that. I thought that he was a man of God.
So did I.
Well,
I followed that man, Carolyn.
When you live and learn.
But when I heard the nastiness that came out of his mouth,
yeah.
When I heard what he doing to them girls,
yeah.
See, y'all just don't know. When I heard the nastiness that came out of his mouth about Dr. King, when I heard how he treat the people in his church, what he doing to the women or allowing to be done. Wow. Like really? And it hurts me to no end. And there's still a few white people, not honkies. There's still a few white people that I still do listen to as far as pastors goes. I still listen to them. I have not seen nothing in them yet. As of yet, they still holding on to the truth. But to you white and black niggeroids, uncircumcised dogs, and I'm glad John MacArthur, the flames of hell waiting on you. Jimmy Swaggart, the flames of hell waiting on you. You, a 9-year-old little girl, 9. See, y'all don't know what I know. 9 years old? Are you serious right now? You couldn't stop with the mama? 9 years old? And your ugly ass son, Donnie Swaggart, with his beach face ass? Sunlight broadcast, whatever? You racist motherfuckers? Y'all some more damn honky ass crackers. Real talk. Donnie Swaggart, you ain't shit.
And
Francis, you so ugly. You can't even hardly open up your mouth no more. You got a mouth full of shit. You got so much goddamn plastic surgery, it's pathetic. You remind me of a damn horse mouth bitch right here in Waycross who called herself a preacher.
Oh, goodness.
What happened, baby? Mr. Ed looking bitch.
I still want to know who gave her never mind.
And you already know, hell, they giving out damn preacher titles around here like damn candy on Halloween.
You can go online.
Hell yeah.
And they call you a bishop. So.
That damn nigga bitch ass Juanita Bottom did it. Yep. And y'all fired the fuck out of her. And she ain't even got no damn baby. Here we are sitting with between us 2 bachelor's degrees. Well, you got an associate's degree. I don't have an associate's degree. But you got an associate's degree, 2 bachelor's degrees between us, and 2 masters. Mm-hmm. And we can prove our shit.
Man,
we can prove our shit. Juanita Bottom ain't proved shit yet.
I forgot you can go online and pay $200 and become a bishop.
Hell yeah! You better not damn do it.
Of course not. No.
And y'all following this damn nigga bitch. And she love rubbing against the peach fuzz. She like when 2 trains meet. She like that. She like when 2 cigarette butts rub together. Huh?
Mm.
She right, boy. She don't mind waiting. Talking about no more damn sheets. What the hell you need them for? Nasty motherfucker. This the same bitch that got on stage. Ain't God can prove it. Damn, Juanita Bynamite. I can prove it. You got on goddamn stage with another woman in the bed with her.
Yeah.
And can prove it. Yeah, you tried to hide the video, but it's still circulating on YouTube. And y'all niggas still following her. You black people, I done told y'all exist. You white folk, y'all exist. I ain't talking to y'all. But you niggas and you honkies, y'all still following them. And she don't mind waiting to drag your soul to hell. That's all that song about. She don't mind waiting. Now, there was a time that Juanita Bynum was speaking the truth. She started out speaking the truth. Now, she started looking at them women. That's why she always telling them to start wearing stuff all up in their head. What you looking at it for?
Well, look
Showing y'all cleave. What you looking at it for?
Look who her spiritual daddy is.
Who?
T.D. Jakes.
I ain't know that. Okay, well, hell. And he like being swallowed. He asked you quick, have you been swallowed? I've been swallowed up. I bet you have. Your time coming too, TD fake. Yeah, it's coming, trust me. You didn't get away. Trust me. That fake ass goddamn whatever the fuck you had on that damn stage, you fake bitch. You another nigga. You didn't get away sitting up there like you goddamn having a damn what the fuck they said having a damn stroke. And when you see nobody running up there to you, you started messing with the mic. I ain't never seen a motherfucker hold himself up having a stroke.
You fall like stone.
And I don't like saying nothing about that bitch ass nigga daddy of mine. He another fake nigga. But when he had a stroke in the pulpit, he didn't hold himself up. He hit that floor like a ton of bricks. Bloom. When he was preaching the truth. Before he found favor between another woman's legs. He didn't mind waiting either.
I got a question. If God told T.D. Jakes to step down, then what are you doing back up there?
That money.
But I just...
What was Carolyn? He already knew that Sarah Jakes wasn't talking about shit. The bitch can't preach. Think about that shit. That bitch look like she belong in the elementary school. My son can speak better than her. He ain't number 5. The fuck?
It's just
Look at my little man. Hey, daddy, baby. Hey. Hey.
It just amazes me why people don't get this. Okay, God told you this, but then you turn around and do the exact opposite.
Exactly. When God asked Dr. Tony Evans to step down, I'm still mad, nigga. When you gonna get back up there? When you gonna release him, Jesus? Whatever that Dr. Tony Evans did, that's none of my business. If he chose to say it, then he chose to say it. But I doubt it was another woman. I doubt it was homosexuality. I doubt it was any of that.
Right.
He just said that he used poor judgment a while back in his ministry that he shouldn't have did. Period. And from what we've been told, God's standing with Dr. Tony Evans. And Dr. Tony Evans has not came back to that stage yet. He has not. I miss him. That's my spiritual father. You can learn a lot from Dr. Tony Evans. TDJ said the same shit. That's how you know who's leading these two. Satan is leading TD Jakes. Jesus Christ is leading Dr. Tony Evans. Because Dr. Tony Evans not about that money. Dr. Tony Evans not about that money. He is not about that shit. I grew up on Dr. Tony Evans. I was a yay high to a damn grasshopper. I remember the urban alternative. I remember all that shit.
You know,
the urban alternative.
there was some they interviewed one of his members who asked their opinion about Dr. Tony Evans, and this person said that it is refreshing to see a leader who lives by the same standards that they preach to their congregation.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is.
Because
if you mess up, step down.
See, and this person said that I stand with my pastor.
I stand with him too.
Because if it was
God standing with him,
a same situation, he would have expected us to step
down.
So it is refreshing to see that he did it himself.
He did it himself, and nobody had to tell him. Nobody had to threaten him. He didn't have to stand down. Oak Cliff is his thing.
Exactly.
Yes, God gave it to him, but Oak Cliff, his thing, he could have hid that shit. He could, man, fuck that. This is my church. He didn't do that. He said, I used poor judgment. And for this, I must step down. And have a period of healing. Of God correcting me. And when God bring him back, which God, mark my words, people, God gonna bring him back. That man cannot die until he delivered this last sermon. And he's got one sermon to preach. And we know that for a fact. We know that for a fact. So whoever followed Dr. Tony Evans, trust me, he's got one more sermon to preach. I don't know what that sermon is, but what I do know, according to my wife, and I believe my wife, she had a dream that he's got one more sermon to preach when God bring him back. After that, see you, Doc. Period. I'm telling you. You ain't got to take my word if I don't give a shit. He's got one more sermon to preach. Period. If I did wrong, if I was a pastor, thank God I'm not, but if I was a pastor, if I did wrong, step down. Step the fuck down. When Carolyn and myself met, we did it the wrong way. I said, Carolyn, don't you think that you should step down? You know you was married and it was both our fault, wasn't just her. She looks at me, because we were sitting in your truck that day. She looked at me, she says, yes, I do need to step down. That's been how many years ago?
17.
17 years ago. My wife stepped down from the pulpit because of something that her and I did together while she was married. Now, I'm glad she did it, to be honest with you. Because I don't like the motherfucker anyways. Never did. But I'm also respectful of Carolyn that she did step down. She said, I cannot hold a position in the church unless I step down. And she did. She stepped down. That was, you said, 17 years ago. Mm-hmm. Now, has she been back to guest speak at certain places? Yes. Yes. But it was years. Period. God has restored her back. But it took a few years.
And like I said, even though she's gone to glory, I want to thank Mama Lewis, because she is the one that came to me. Mm-hmm. Did not know anything, but she said God told her, you go get Carolyn.
So bingo. That's her way. I mean, that was God's way of telling Carolyn, I'm restoring you now. We both were wrong. Okay? Her and I both was wrong. Even though I ain't like that piece of shit husband that she was with, but her and I both were wrong. She was more wrong than what I was, because I didn't, at that time, I didn't care nothing about the Lord. But she knew better. My wife knew better. But I didn't care. I promise you I didn't care. I just wanted to go out there and sow some royal oats. Hell, I mean, I wasn't even planning on even marrying this woman. I wasn't even planning on even being with her. I said, man, I'm finna use her whatever, and I'm gone. Jesus said, you a damn lie. Wait a minute. Let me do my signature move. Jesus said, you a goddamn lie. Period.
I got plans.
I got plans for you, nigga. You can believe that. And 18 years later, here we is. But you know what? I don't regret it. I don't regret anything except how I act in our first few years. I regret that. But I don't regret meeting her. I don't regret that. I can't see my life without her. And I'll tell her that to her face or behind her back. I can't see. That's why every time y'all see her, you see us together.
2 peas in a pod.
2 peas in a pod. I could not see my, and I've told the Lord. I said, if you gonna take her, at least let us raise our kid. If you, our son, if you gonna take her, you might take me too. I don't want to. Who the fuck want to be here? Who want to be here? And I meant that. I promise you, I'm not afraid of death. I've already died, so it doesn't. If that's all that it is to it, I wasn't in pain. I wasn't scared. I closed my eyes and that was it.
Close your eyes on this side and wake up on the other.
And I don't give a damn nobody say. I saw a little bit. Not it wasn't another right no bull, but like these lying motherfuckers, they done spent 10 years in heaven and ate crumpet cakes with Moses and helped Gabriel blow the horn. You lying motherfuckers. You done watched Jesus' chariot. Hey, shit. You done changed Jesus' chariot tires. You lying motherfuckers.
I can't write no book.
Now, damn sure, all I saw was just a little bit. That's all I saw.
I've never seen his face.
Never. I've never seen Christ's face. But David E. Taylor can tell you everything he looked like. And you know what's strange? They only tell you what's in the Bible. They don't tell you nothing else.
Okay.
Juanita Bottom, she can tell you what it looked like too. Wow. Everybody done seen Jesus' face. You lying piece of shit. Everybody done had a conversation with Moses.
They done sat down with Abraham.
They ain't lying. They done ate crumpet cakes with Methuselah.
Jesse the Planets done been all over.
Yeah, I ain't lying. Talking about Jesus want his advice on how to run heaven. Jesse, ain't you lying, Jesse?
My Bible said,
why you lying, Jesse?
I thought the Bible said, who can counsel God?
Exactly. Jesse, you lying. Jesse, you going to hell. You better stop.
You know his wife called him in a lie. You remember?
Yeah, when she was reading the Bible. Y'all should have seen his face. I mean, she exposed the shit out his ass. I mean, she exposed his ass. He up there popping off at the mouth. He gonna see, that's how arrogant he is. He gonna tell his wife to read the scripture. Soon as she was reading it, look at him. He's about, yep. Yep. I mean, he was just moving in his seat. Yeah, nigga. She done caught you. I can imagine what he said when they got off live. Some bitch shouldn't have said nothing, goddammit. Well, motherfucker, you told me to read it. You went through the chapter, the verse, the book, everything.
You better read the scripture for yourself before you put it out there.
You ain't lying. If you want to keep telling lies, Jesse, stop lying, Jesse. But did I see some of heaven? Yeah, I did. I died in the hospital. Can't nobody tell me I did. And it wasn't no stinking ass out of body experience either. Wasn't that. I probably wasn't clinically dead as far as man, but I knew I had died. I knew I did. Because I woke up. This was when I first went to the hospital. I don't know if I shared this, and I'm done with it. I swear to God, I'm done with it. It's 11 o'clock. I woke up. I'm sorry. When I went to the hospital, they said that I was disordered. I was talking out of my head and all that good stuff. They put me in a room. I cried myself to sleep. But I was so angry. I told the Lord, I said, I'm tired of this. I'm sick of it. I said, here I am trying to do what you asking me to do. I mean, I was mad at God. I was mad at everybody. I said, why don't you just take me right now? Just take me right now because I'm tired of this. I wasn't trying to be mean. I was just upset. I was mad, angry. I had done cried it out. I laid down because the medicine had done took effect. I laid down. When I laid down, it was like I was ushered. Bullshit you not. The next thing I knew is God as my holy witness, I shall never forget this. The next thing I knew,
I was walking on some green grass. And when I tell you that it's an indescribable green, it is. It is. As I'm walking on the green grass, there was a young lady that was walking right beside me. This young lady was Mama Jackie. Mama Jackie, I don't want to use Bowdry because Smalls. I don't like to call her Bowdry. Mama Jackie Smalls. Because when I looked, she was walking just like this beside me. I looked down at the grass, and the grass is an indescribable green. I've tried to look for it here on earth. I can't find it. Next thing I knew, I looked over. When I looked over, Mama was walking by this river. It was not a sea. It was a river. Her and I was walking, but she was closer to the river than I was. As we were walking, I looked over, and the river was flowing, but you couldn't hear the water. You couldn't hear it. But it was just flowing, and it was in perfect, I guess I want to say perfect succession, a perfect sync or whatever, with itself. I know that seems weird or whatever, but I don't give a shit. That's best I can. It was in perfect succession with itself. It was in sync with itself. And it was just flowing. But what got me was the sparkle. Now, I know that it says the crystal sea, but that was a river. That was not a sea. It was a river. And the only person that can change that is Jesus Christ. I looked over, and it was just, as it was flowing, it was sparkling. It was that's exactly what it was doing, just sparkling. Just sparkling. And it was running in perfect succession with itself. The next thing I knew, I looked up at the sky, and the clouds were so white, but the sky was so blue. It's a blue that's not here on this earth. Not at all. I knew I was in glory. I knew it. I didn't talk to Peter. I didn't talk to John. I didn't talk to Mama with Mama Jackie. I didn't see my grandmama, and I'm thinking to myself, the reason why I don't think I saw my grandma, because I probably wouldn't want to come back here. I probably want to stay with my grandma. Real talk. But I know my grandma there. I know she's there. But that's somebody that was close to me. That's my grandma. So it's like, nah, I don't want to go back there. I want to stay with grandma. Period. But I did see my Mama Jackie, my spiritual mother Jackie. As we walked on some more, I kind of looked back, and Mama Jackie and I was walking together. Next thing I know, she started doing this. I'm walking, she started, and I'm looking, and the next thing I know, I was up. In the hospital, I sat up, and I looked around. And I said to myself, I died. That's the first thing came to my mind. I died. And then I went right back to sleep again.
And then it's a river.
What are you talking about, Carol?
When you say this, it's a river. He showed me the river, clear as crystal.
Wow. Listen, people. I read the Bible, but not as much as I used to. I'm still fighting with demons. It's got nothing to do with Jesus. It's got nothing to do with my wife. Got nothing to do with me. I'm still fighting demons. This thing right here, this Bible was forced on to me. Not this one, but the Bible was forced on to me and my siblings. That was forced. You might as well say we was beat. Literally with the Bible. So I don't read it as much. But I try to stay connected with my Jesus. So what she just read to me, you could see y'all had it. No, we didn't. No, I didn't even know that was in the Bible. And where is it found from?
Revelation chapter 22, verse 1.
Okay, Revelation chapter 22, what?
Verse 1.
Verse 1. I don't even go in Revelations. I don't fear Revelations, but I don't go in Revelations. Most preachers don't go in Revelations. My wife, she loves Revelations. I don't do it. So the only thing that I ever heard of was the crystal sea. And I don't know if that's even real. Is the seed real?
That's
Did
why
the Bible talk about a seed?
that's why I was checking to see, because I knew that it was crystal in the book Revelation. I wanted to see if it said river or seed. It says river.
As God is my holy river, I said river. As God is Jesus Christ on his precious blood, I saw what I saw. And it wasn't a sea, people. I'm not saying it's not a sea. I'm not saying that. But that's probably something else man made up. You have to, but it's probably something else man made up. But what I saw was a river. And a river runs straight.
Yep. It flows.
And that's what?
It flows from the throne of God into the city street.
I know what I saw. Say what you will, you lie. I don't care. I would die and go to my grave telling you what I saw. I never read Revelations. I don't read the Bible like that. The knowledge that I have of the Bible, I retained it by the Bible being beat literally into us, if you will. The Bible is beat into us, but I'm just saying. So it's knowledge that I have retained from my childhood is what I'm saying. And I can tell a motherfucker when they lying. You can believe that.
Yeah.
I'll tell your face when you lying. But I didn't read that. I don't read Revelations. I don't hardly read the Bible. But what I saw was I swear to God, it was a river. It was not a sea. It wasn't even a brook. It wasn't even a stream. That was a river. And I've said that from day one.
Yep, sure have.
And I ain't changing it. And the grass was so green. I know what I saw. The grass, the only thing that I pray, if I have to see it again, leave me there. Leave me there. I don't want to come back here. I don't want to come back here. Leave me there. If my son is raised and I've done what I'm supposed to do, leave me there. Period. Because I don't want to come back here. Who wants to? Like, come on, man. Come on, man. Everybody want to be 102,000 years old. Come on, man. Come on, man. No. No. Period. And that's all I got to say. I just know what I saw. So my name is Maurice Mundra. This has been one man's truth and a minute of my own opinion. If you don't like it, take it up with capital J, followed by E, followed by S, followed by U, and followed by S. Take it up with Jesus. I'm just his spokesperson. And if you don't believe I'm his spokesperson, that's your dumb ass. I don't care.